my amazing, fabulous mom is the self-published author of this amazing book. She actually based it off of me and my experience of wanting to enter a speech contest, got denied, and then in the end, I was able to not only go to a speech contest, but I actually ended up winning first place of that speech contest. This was later on when I was about 9, 10. I was even in a newspaper and everything. It was a whole thing. But anyhow, she took that storyline and she made it into this beautiful book. So I just wanted to pop on here and quickly show you a little bit of what she did. She actually created the storyline herself. And these pictures are from MIDJOURNEY. So my mom, okay, my mother, has mastered the art of MIDJOURNEY prompts. She's also super into ChatGPT, but she herself has created the storyline. So ChatGPT didn't create the storyline, she did. And she follows a storyline basic guideline. But anyhow, it's a children's book that's bilingual. If you don't already know, I speak Japanese and English. And so she made it bilingual for that, but also it's a children's book and it's also great for adults wanting to learn both Japanese and English. Anyhow, this is supposed to be me. Oh, that's me winning the speech contest. I don't want to give it all away, but I just thought it was so sweet. It really does capture a time in my life where, if I didn't say this already, I just was so shy when I was little. And I say this in my channel trailer, but basically, I couldn't even say hi to anyone, let alone enter a speech contest, let alone winning a speech contest. And this just goes to show, I know I do things now, but when I was little, saying hi to somebody, let alone making friends, was a feat. It also didn't help that I changed schools about 3 times. And that means I had to start all over again. It also meant that I didn't have too much control over who was my friend. I ended up just being friends with people who were an extrovert who decided to adopt me as a friend. Thank goodness they were good-hearted people. And thank goodness they were the kind of people you want to be your friends. And I would have selected them anyhow. But I have seen, or I have bumped into people where they weren't so nice and they'll take advantage of somebody who has social anxiety or who's a little bit more reserved. But I always was able to at least step away from those people because there's always an extrovert on the side who always wanted to adopt me as a friend, so to speak. But so me at the time when I was little, entering a speech contest. This was in 2nd grade. So you'll see that a lot of these pictures are me when I was a little kid, because 2nd grade is when I attempted to enter a speech contest. I know my teacher was attempting to push me outside of my comfort zone. It's one of those teachers that you look back in your childhood and you think to yourself, wow, they were really rooting for me. And it was that kind of teacher. So he suggested that I join the speech contest. I thought he really believed in me, and he gave me a poem to memorize. And I will tell you, I don't remember it now, but I memorized that poem. I actually remember that sheet of paper he gave me, and I practiced every day to recite that poem. I learned it so hard. And when we got on the school bus, we got there, the adults at the time told me, oh, actually, even though your mother paid and signed a form, and she paid $50, which was a lot at the time. I think it was $50. It was so much money back in the day that I felt bad even asking for my mom for that much money, because I was in a private school and even that was a lot of money. Plus, I was the only person in my private school. I had 2 older brothers. They went to public school. So I was the only one in private school, and my parents were also young. So anyway, I knew that she paid $50. She signed a form. I'm here, and they denied me from entering this speech contest. I was so mad. I was so furious. And I told those adults at the time, I wasn't the one who would get angry at anybody, but I said, I need a refund right now. My mom needs a refund. They denied me. I was so mad. On the bus drive home, I was so sad. I cried alone in the car. And because I didn't have my extroverted best friend with me, I was just alone and sad in that bus drive home. Plus, I ate alone, eating my lunch, feeling defeated that I spent all this time and energy to memorize this poem. And my mom believed in me enough to pay 50 whole dollars so I could enter this contest that also my teacher believed in me. So I come back, my best friend is waiting for me, and then she gives me this warhead package that at the time, if you guys know warheads at all, it was the candy. And not only that, it was the most expensive candy you can buy if you're buying the whole package and not just the individual size candy. So she spent one whole entire dollar for me, little old me, to say, congratulations. I know this was out of your comfort zone. You did a great job. Okay, imagine this is when I was 6, 7 years old. My best friend telling me this. She's giving me the warheads, and I cried because I said, I don't deserve this warheads. This is not for me because I ended up not doing the speech contest. And then she basically told me, it's not about you doing the speech contest. And, she said, oh, sorry that happened. But she said, it's about the fact that you committed to it, you practiced it, and you were full blown ready to make that speech contest, even though you have social anxiety, even though you're not the type of person who would speak in front of people, let alone be judged for how you're speaking. And so she said, you deserve these warheads because you did all that work. And when I tell you, that was a pivotal moment in my life, and it goes into growth mindset. We didn't have that language back in the day, but it was, your effort is the reward, not the perceived reward, the end reward of winning first place in a speech contest, let's say. And so that was a life-changing moment for me. This is what my mom has captured. I was telling her the story and I was just crying my eyes out because of it. So it just means so much. She even has, this is where my best friend was giving me the candy, and I was telling her, I don't deserve it. This is me crying because I'm saying, yeah, I don't deserve this. I didn't even make the speech at the speech contest. They didn't allow me to. So that was a huge life lesson for me in childhood. Anyhow, I just wanted to put this link down below because if you can support, great. On Kindle, she's going to do a campaign for that. It's free. And if you could give a little comment of how fantastic this book is, because it is, and it just means so much to me that I wanted to share. Anyhow, thank you so much. Looking good as always. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just finished with my full day of work, so that's highly appreciated. Anyway, just wanted to hop on here real quickly, random live, and just so much love to my amazing mom, because she's just always supported me since day one, and this was one of those times. I hope you have a good day, and I hope your Monday is going well.